What's up, guys? Welcome back to Smiley Likes It Spicy. It's me, your host and your cook, Smiley, and today we'll be making a very easy and chill video, which is why I'm dressed up like this. So we'll be making mouchoir doré, and it's basically an appetizer that you could serve before you serve an actual meal. So we'll be making that, and it's gonna take me about 20 minutes, but I'll short it to a 7-minute video about. I'll be using ground beef, but if you want, you can use another thing as fish or something that you're more comfortable with. And I'll also show you how I decorate my little freshest mouchoir doré. So if you have any questions, text me on my Instagram, Smiley Likes It Spicy. And if you have any recommendation, you can leave them on my comment on the YouTube video. So I can't wait for you guys to see what it's all about, and let's get right into it.
My first step and the easiest one will be to just put some vegetables into my meat, and I will cut some peppers and red onions. I will only make a recipe with just half a pound of meat because I'm only showing you how I make it. I'll only make about 10 of the mouchoir doré. Once I'm done cutting my vegetables, I'll put it aside and make a panade. A panade is basically what you do to put in a ground beef to make it a bit more tender. For that, I will use 1 cup of milk, 1 egg, and 2 slices of bread or the bread of your preference. So I'll blend that all together, or if you don't want to blend it, you can also put it aside for about an hour to rest, but the blender is a much faster way to do it. So I'll use my hand blender, and this is honestly one of the things I'm so happy I got in my kitchen because it saved me so much time. So if you're able to get it, please do so because it's really going to be useful to you. Once I'm done blending that all together, I'll bring back the meat and start to gradually add the panade and mix it at once so I can get a whole unique solution. The spices that I will use are not unique to a mouchoir doré, so it's basically whatever you feel comfortable putting in your kitchen. So I'll use some Haitian spice, which is basically garlic, peppers, green onions, and parsley, and lemon juice. And I will also add some stick spice, some salt and pepper, and I think I added some oregano, and of course I added some hot spicy ingredient because Smiley likes it spicy. I'll finish mixing up all the spices in the meat and set it aside so I can start making my cups. I'm going to use 10 sliced bread, and I'll cut the edges so it doesn't get too dark once I'm done cooking them. And while I'm doing that, I'm preheating my oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'll cook it for 10 minutes. So I want it to be exactly at the right temperature so I don't leave it for too long and that my bread doesn't dry out in the oven. I will use a muffin pan so I can get the form of a cupcake on the bottom and having the thing looking like a cloth on the top, a little bit messy, which looks exactly like a mouchoir. So I will butter up my pan so the bottom of the bread doesn't get stick in the pan and that it also gets a nice golden color. I will bring back the bread and start buttering up the top of my bread and putting in the pan because I also want the top to have a nice even color on it. So I'll put it in the pan and kind of press a little bit inside so it gets the form of the cupcake. I will finish my last little steps and put them nicely, and I will put it in the oven for 10 minutes on the 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And while it's cooking, I will go ahead and start my meat. My pan is hot. I'm just putting the meat in there, and I will start to break it down nicely, and I will do this motion for about 3 minutes so it doesn't get any chunk. You will see how I will do it, like breaking it down, but like I won't have to do a lot of work with it because of the panade that I put in it. It's really easy and tender already. After about 4 minutes of breaking it down, I can see that it's getting a little bit brownish, so it's getting cooked, and I don't need to really mix that up anymore, so I'll let it cook by itself for about 15 minutes. Minutes goes hella fast in a video. So it's ready, and I'll take it off and I'll stop plating my food. My cute little cups are ready. They're not too soft, they're not too hard. It's just the perfect condition for it, because if it's too soft, it will get too soggy when you put the meat, and if it's too hard, it will hurt your gum when you're trying to eat it. So it has to be really in the middle, and I feel like 10 minutes was the perfect timing for me, for the oven that I'm using, for it to cook. So I'll start filling the cups with the meat, and while my meat was cooking, I decided to cut some vegetables off camera. So I cut some colored peppers, parsley, green onions, basically anything that has a bright color, and avocado, so I can put on top of them so they can look a little bit more appetizing. I'll just finish up with a few more details, but this is basically it. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you really liked it. And please put a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share with your friends. And I can't wait for you guys to see what the next recipe will be. So thank you for watching Smart Like Spicy, and see you next time.